So today I'm going to be doing a taste test in between a tea and a coffee. Now, it's not just any tea, it is a coffee fruit tea. So I just happened to be browsing teas and I came across this coffee fruit tea, and it said it's supposed to taste just like coffee. So I'm going to give it a shot to see if it really does taste like coffee and to see how good it is. So what I like about this is it has some really nice clear packaging so you can see the tea leaves inside and you can really get a look at them, and they actually look a bit like coffee beans. And they smell a little bit like dried dates. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to taste. And then on the back, it has very clear brewing instructions, which is really nice. And they tell you 2 different ways that you can brew this tea. So you can either go the cold brew route, which is just the whole fruit. You put in a good healthy serving of this. It says about 2 tablespoons is 1 cup. And then you're going to want 8 ounces of cold water if you're making just 1 cup. And then let it sit for 24 hours. Now, the other way to make it is hot brew. And you'll take the same 2 tablespoons per the 8 ounces of hot water and brew for 5 to 10 minutes. So since this is whole leaf, I've got here a nice little disposable tea bag, which replaces those metal strainers if you don't like to wash them, or if it's just easier and convenient for you. And then I've got my tea scoop. So my tea scoop is good teaspoon, actually. And if I do a heaping scoop, that gets me close to my tablespoon. So I'm gonna do 3 of these. That way I can get my 2 tablespoons. Get all the pieces in there. Now you can see this is actually whole dried fruit. So again, it's supposed to taste like coffee, and it's really tea, but it's coffee fruit tea. So I'm very curious to what this is actually gonna taste like. So I'm gonna tie my bag. I've already gone ahead and boiled my water. And then I'm going to go ahead and add 8 ounces of hot water. Now, I've just got to let this steep for 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll go ahead and see how it compares and overall how it tastes. Okay, so it has been 7 minutes. I went in between the 5 and the 10. And I'm going to remove my tea bag. Put that off to the side. And I'm going to throw in a few ice cubes just so that way I can test it now and not have to wait. So over here, I actually brewed a cup of regular coffee, just a traditional brew, and I wanted to compare side by side what it is really gonna taste like. And what better way to do that than a side by side comparison? So I'm gonna go ahead and taste our coffee fruit tea first. That is really good. So I definitely taste a strong flavor of date. Now, I guess that's kind of similar to coffee. I don't get a real fruity taste, which I don't actually mind because I'm not big on super sweet teas, but the date gives a little bit of natural sweetness to it. And it's very, very smooth and goes down really well. It doesn't taste bitter, doesn't taste weak, doesn't taste strong, so that's good. The directions are pretty spot on. Okay, now regular coffee. So it's definitely tastes like coffee, and it definitely tastes more like tea. However, it is a nice smooth tea that is a darker tea, which actually gives more of the appearance of a coffee-like flavor. So if you're a person that really loves coffee and craves that coffee, if you were to switch to this tea, you would know that it was not coffee, but I don't think you would be disappointed with swapping it over. It's really good. That would make a really good cold brew too. So, although it is not quite like a traditional cup of coffee, since I'm not a black coffee drinker, and if I'm brewing just a regular boring cup of coffee and I had the choice to brew this coffee fruit tea, I'd honestly go with the fruit tea because I feel like I don't need cream and I don't need sugar. Whereas this coffee, nothing exciting. I would definitely want to put some cream and sugar in, and if I have to alter the flavor, that tells me that is not very good. So I'm very pleased with this. This was a good find. So if you're interested in checking out the coffee fruit tea, it's a nice, reasonable price, and I am definitely pleased with this. Thank you guys for watching.